Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? This is Grant with Grant Tim Projects, here with a new project I just picked up today. So I picked up two of these. Water pumps here. I found these in an apartment trash drop-off area, I guess. But anyway, so I got these for free. One of them is a Honda GX 160. So this is a 160cc horizontally oriented engine with a Koshin pump on it. There's all the specs. I'm not really sure what this is, but it probably puts out a bunch of water. So my plan with this one, at least, is to separate the water pump section of it from the engine, and then get this engine running and just keep this in stock for whatever I want to use it for. These horizontal crankshaft engines are a lot more useful than like a vertical one for a lawnmower. These are a lot more, you can retrofit these on a lot more stuff like go-karts and other kind of DIY stuff, since you already have the chain or the the direction that the engine's spinning is already lined up with how the back axle would be turning, so you don't have to have any kind of gearbox or anything in the back. You can just direct drive it off the engine. So, so far I've pulled the air box off of it, and I've pulled the two bowls off. So this is the bigger of the two bowls, as you can see. I'm not really sure. Let me get some better light on this. So as you can see, the inside of it is a lot cleaner. It used to be caked on with that yellow stuff right there, all the corrosion and rust. So I went ahead and cleaned that out a little bit. I took the drain screw off and took that on the wire wheel on the lathe. Went ahead and cleaned that up. Same with the other, the bottom bowl screw. Takes it off. I took the smaller bowl. I guess this would be like a choke or a primer or something like that. I've never seen a carburetor with two bowls before, but here we are. So this is the smaller one. Went ahead and took it on the wire wheel. It looked pretty clean, so I just cleaned it up a little bit, and we'll throw that on here in a few minutes. But as you can see, this engine is in really bad shape. There's a ton of rust, a ton of corrosion everywhere. So my goal is to go ahead and clean out this whole carburetor system here, make sure all the fuel lines are clean, take out the gas, put new gas in it, because there is fuel in it right now, but it's probably pretty bad. So I'm going to drain that out. I'm going to drain out the oil, and just kind of clean it up a little bit, put some new 30 weight oil in it, and see if she fires up. Probably clean out that spark plug a little bit. But it does turn over. Not very much compression, but it is there. So I'm thinking maybe once I put some fresh fuel in it, give it a little bit of TLC, it'll fire right up. And if so, I'll go ahead and pull the head off of it and put a new head gasket in it and kind of rebuild the inside of it. I'm not afraid of that. This is a really good engine. This pump, brand new, was worth somewhere around $500, just from like a quick Google search. So, and just the engine by itself was worth right around $300 brand new. So, keeping a working model of it just in stock with me, I feel like would probably be pretty useful. So the second machine that I picked up, my brass, is this machine right here. I have absolutely no idea what this is. So, but another thing, one of the really nice things about these pumps and I guess generators and stuff like that is that they come with a little case, and these you can stack these really easily. So if you're just trying to store engines and make sure that they stay upright and that the oil stays on the bottom and all that good stuff, keep the rack that these things come off of. Because I'm just going to, once I separate these two, I'm just going to take this engine, put it right there, and it'll just stay like that. Prevents damage. It gives it almost like a roll cage type of thing. But anyway, so here's the second one. So I'm literally looking at it for the first time. Two things right off the bat. It's gonna need a new. This looks like a breather line. I mean, that's really, really, really stiff and crusty. So that's gonna get replaced. Apparently, it is a gasoline engine. Imagine that. CMXX LCT. I'm not really sure what that means. But it is a 179cc, so it has a little bit more power than the Honda. This one I think is going to need a lot more work than the Honda. It's in a little bit better condition, but just finding parts and stuff like that is going to be a lot easier on this one than this one. And anyway, so another immediate issue is the pull cord is completely off. So the spring inside that has probably popped off or just broken in some way. And we'll see about that. I'm not really sure. Let's see if it has fuel. It does. So, same deal with this one. Having this style of engine is pretty useful to just keep around and mess with. So, I'm gonna do the same thing with this machine. I'm gonna take it off of its frame, but keep the frame. I'm gonna take off the turbine for the water, and most likely that stuff is just gonna go straight to the scrapyard and get my whole 5 cents worth of metal out of it. Scrap prices are down, so that just adds, it's good information to know. But all of the levers work, so I'm not really sure what this does, but the Honda has it too. But I'm pretty sure this is like the pump on and off. So I'm sure there's some kind of clutch in there that works with this, but that moves hesitantly. This looks like the choke. That moves smoothly. Haven't even opened up the air box, but same deal with this one. New oil, new fuel, probably new fuel lines. If it ends up being worth it, take off the air box, clean out the bowl, make sure the float's in good shape, and then see if it'll fire up. But it's kind of cold out here right now here in Texas, and I'm about to call it a night here. So I will update y'all whenever there's substantial progress being made or one of these ends up firing up. So anyway, catch you on the next one. Thanks and good going.